Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to efarm.cm. Right away, we are at the farm, and here at the farm, we equally do different species of animals. We are into aquaculture, we are into poultry production, we equally into piggery and snails farming. But right away, I just want to give some highlight. I just want to give some basic information, particularly in the aspect of aquaculture. When I'm getting into aquaculture, I want to talk about the African catfish, which I know most our farmers, most people are interested in getting into. But actually, what are the basic? What are the necessary things that you need to have in place before you can think of starting up a small backyard fishing? I think it's equally very important. You must not start as big as maybe you might think, but starting as small as you possible to get more experience, put everything in place is very important. So starting up your small backyard fish farming, the first thing you need to think of is the availability of water. Do you have a continuous flow of water around you? If you have water, is it from the tap? Is it from a well? Is it from a borehole? Is it running water? But I think you need to be very careful equally the source of the water, equally the some technical parameters of the water like the pH, the ion level of the acidity of the water. It is very very important. And if you are not so, if you are somebody you are not very versed with some of these things, it's equally very important you get close to a technician who is used to these activities, who an aquaculture technician, let me put it that way, so that he or she will be able to give you the necessary requirement. In every investment, it is equally very important to always receive the technical advice from the department in charge of that. I think it's very very important. Don't just feel that maybe because you have money in your pocket, maybe you can get up in the morning and just jump into producing catfish. It's equally very important. You acquire information, you find out about the market, you find out the process of production, you find out what is required. Okay, now as a small scale producer, as a small scale farmer, do you really need to install tanks and a lot of sophisticated equipment before you can start? No. Either you're using the head pump or you can equally use the tarpaulin pond. It's equally very important depending on your capacity, depending on your financial capacity. If you are somebody, the money equally is not that enough. With a small tarpaulin pond, you can see the way you handle it, maybe with some planks, but make sure that it is equally very stable. It is equally very comfortable, like same like your own environment that you live there, and with the water availability. I think catfish production is it is though it is complicated to an extent, but I can say it's one of the most easiest production side when it comes to like agro-pastoral or livestock production. It is something which, if you understand the way it works, I think follow the instructions so well, you are not going to face the challenge because it doesn't take too much time. It doesn't consume most of the time like other activities like poultry production and a host of water. So with the water being available, with the site being comfortable, security is equally very important. Then you now need to actually go into the production, especially in a scale that you will be able to carry it through financially, because you can have the water, you can set up your pond, and if you don't estimate the quantity of fingerlings that you want to put with respect to the amount of money you have to feed them, at the end of the day you will still fail. I think estimating the quantity of fingerlings with regard to the money you have in your pocket to make sure that you feed them up to 3 months, 3 to 4 months, that at least you have 500 grams to sell is equally very, very important. So I think for more details, if you have anything, any challenge in this regard, or thinking of investing in this sector, please, our advice, make sure you always get to the technical department, those who are in charge, who have basic information, basic knowledge about this sector. And I know this sector is equally very challenging, coupled with the fact that most of the materials or the feed that we use is mostly imported, and it makes it very difficult and very expensive for most people not to break even. But with the available materials around you, and if you can be able to have access to local producers who are producing feed like the one we are doing right here at the farm, I think you will be able to get maybe selling even a kilogram of catfish at less than 2,000 francs, and at that level you're going to make a lot of profit. I think I will take you outside to where we equally produce, how our own pond have been raised, especially for beginners, for you to really appreciate, and maybe you see the way we can move forward.
Yeah.
So actually, you see, at this level, as we said, you must not build sophisticated pond. You must not be able to like build a 10-meter pond with the available capacity, with the ability, with a small financial capacity. You can make a pond like this of less than maybe 1 meter by 2. This one is 2 meter by 3, 1 meter high. But with this capacity, it takes at least it can take 2,000 fingerlings to 500 grams plus level. But now, if at a level at your farm, in your house, in your backyard, you don't have enough space, you don't have this capacity to be able to get this level, you can make a pond of less than maybe 1 meter or 2 meter by 1. That can take you even 1,000 or lesser, for you to get more experience, for you to really understand how it works. Because the most important thing is to understand how it works. Because if you understand it, understand the marketing and evaluate at the end of the small project that you carry, I believe that it will give you that that courage. It will give you the better understanding, and you can go extra mile, stretch your hand, and be able to get it, and be able to know that if I'm putting in this, you can project and be able to have maybe a better result. So equally, you see, this our own local feed we produce. It equally still give us good result as we are estimating. But while looking forward to make it more better than what we are doing now, but with it you can sustain very well and be able to sell less than 2,000 francs, as I said, per kilo. Selling at that level, at least give everybody the capacity to be able to buy, to be able to consume the product. You will not face the challenges of selling the product as what we have now in the market, coupled with the fact that we mostly make use of the imported feed, which a kilo is more than 1,300 francs. So with this, I think we need to encourage local production, and with local production we will have to go a long way to increase the capacity. Increasing the capacity, our production skill will increase, and I see a better increase in the production. So thank you very much. Is there any other thing you maybe want to inquire? You can get back to us, and equally you can hit notification of our YouTube channel, and always get back to us in case you have any challenge. If even it's not within my range, there are a lot of technicians that I can send you to them, and you will be able to get what you want. Thank you very much.